All right, now we can talk about prom because I did and did not have my ways with prom. The whole night was crazy. Let's just get that out of the way. The whole night was crazy. We went to this beautiful country club, and we had a lot of fun there. But it was just kind of like what was around it for me that did not really excel. If you guys don't know, I wore a purple suit to represent LSU, had my LSU hat on, and I also had a necklace too, which was I don't think anybody else could have worn. So, and I was very lucky at that tuxedo store. I was able to find like a dark purple suit that I wore, and I think this is the part where the FOMO like really came into me because let's start that I did not have a date to start, and I didn't go to prom with, I didn't go there with any friends or stuff like that. I went by myself on the bus that picked us up from the school and drove us to the place. You had pretty much everyone else that went by limo or van or something like that. So yeah, I was alone going there, and although it wasn't really the best experience, I mean, I was lonely a bit of the time. I think the problem with me that I had is that I was just asking people like way too late. You had people asking each other to prom and like actually asking each other to prom in like November, December, and even before that, and I didn't even think about it at all. So when I realized that, I thought that was something that I needed to improve on was planning ahead. But sometimes not everybody is going to cooperate with you. Sometimes they're going to change their plans last second, and that's something I have to really really learn is to really really trust people to make sure they're cooperating with you and planning ahead because you just never know if they might, like I said, change plans with you last second or not. But the pre-prom experience for me wasn't that great. I just went by school bus there, didn't have a date, didn't go with any friends and stuff like that. But the actual prom experience was outstanding. The music was phenomenal, and we all had a really good time. I'm sure all my high school friends would agree that it was legendary. But even then, 2 years later, I still just think about, what could I have done better to maybe have a better pre prom experience and stuff like that. But then there's an after prom part, and this is when shit starts getting diabolical, to say the least. So one of the guys rents out this bar, this karaoke bar in New York City, and some of us go there, and it was very very small, and it was uncomfortably small. That bar, there was no space to walk. There was this one part towards the left which had the most space, and that place had space, but if you get like a lot of people in that room, there's pretty much nowhere to walk. So it was very very small for some reason. I don't know why he rented out that bar. I don't know why he rented out that bar when he could have found one a lot bigger. But he did. We had to pay him $80 just to get in. Crazy. And I'm just there kind of vibing. A lot of my friends were there, so a lot of my really good friends were there, so I could just talk to a majority of them, just hang out. But something happened there that I will remember to this day. I still have not forgotten about it, and I will likely remember it for the rest of my life. I had a little crush on this girl that I absolutely loved. She was absolutely gorgeous. She was at prom, despite the fact that she was a full year younger than me. Tends to happen sometimes. And she was at the after party too, in her beautiful purple dress. Oh my gosh, I don't think I can say this. I'm going to anyway, because I bet you guys want to know. I DM her, hey, meet me somewhere. Meet me right here. Then she comes to greet me. I legitimately ask her, will you be my first kiss? I love you. And sadly, she says, I'm sorry, not right now. And then you know what she does 5 minutes later? She proceeds to go into one of those rooms and make out with this other guy. And from that moment on, I gave up from there. I was like, there is no way this is happening to me ever again. And I just had to make sure, like, situations like those don't happen to me again. I don't want to put myself in that situation. It was almost as if like everyone had a partner there but me. I was just kind of like left out, just wandering around, doing nothing. And I felt it's crazy that I felt lonely there despite, all of my friends being there. So, but yeah, that is my prom experience. Roller coaster. I mean, the middle part of it was fun. The ends of it, oof. But I'm going to remember them for the rest of my life, whether they were good or bad. So,